Obsession Eternal. Author's POV. The story starts with our main character Hwayeon, a kind-hearted, beautiful girl. Hwayeon had always been the kind of girl who lit up a room with her presence. Her gentle nature and kind spirit earned her the nickname Angel among her friends and family. She lived a peaceful life, surrounded by those who loved her deeply. But all of that suddenly changed when she met with Jungkookff, the bad boy. He is a secret gangster. Jungkook had a charismatic charm about him that was hard to resist. His striking looks and confident demeanor drew Hwayeon in. He is a heartless psycho bad boy who loves to play with every girl's heart and kills them after he uses them fully, but his heart is awestruck when first time he saw Hwayeon. Her innocence, her kind behavior towards everyone makes him drawn towards her, and soon they became lovebirds and were inseparable. However, beneath his charming exterior lay a darkness that Hwayeon couldn't see. Jungkook fell in love with her, but his love was not that simple. It's a love possession that has no bounds and has no limits. He wants Hwayeon just to himself. He always want to distance Hwayeon from everyone and want her to be with him only. First, he shows his caring side to her so she can also be drawn towards him. But then he shows his true self. Jungkook's love was not the healthy, nurturing kind. It was too much possessive, obsessive, and consuming. One evening, after a lovely date, Jungkook drove Hwayeon to a remote cabin in the woods under the pretense of a surprise. Hwayeon's curiosity and trust in him led her inside. Once they get there, Jungkook's demeanor shifted. As the door locked, sound echoes through behind them, and Hwayeon's heart sank with a sudden wave of fear. "Kook, what's going on?" she asked, her voice trembling. She senses something is off with Jungkook. He is behaving weirdly. Jungkook, he smiled, a cold and calculating smile. "You're finally where you belong, my baby doll. With me, forever." Before Hwayeon could even react, Jungkook grabbed her waist tightly from behind and injected her with a sedative. Her senses became blurred, and darkness eloped her. When she awaked, she found herself in a room decorated like a fairy tale but with no windows and a locked door. Panic set in as she realized the extent of Jungkook's intentions. As she tries to plead him to get her out several times and tell him that he wants to know about her past because she always feels restless and longing for something and some visions. To pause her suspicion there, he told her that her parents and siblings died in a car accident and she has become orphan, and that time he is the only one here for support her. She has no relative and he is the only relative of her and say, "I'm your boyfriend and I love you, Hwayeon, so much. I am here with you always." After listening that she cried loudly, he becomes panic after listening her cry and tries to console her and said in a very soft tone, "Baby, please don't. He cry, I'm here with you. You don't have to think of anyone, I'm here for you forever. I will protect you till my last breath. I will stay by your side always when no one there for you. I stand by your side always. Trust me, my baby. Please don't. He cry, my baby doll." Asto make her forget everything. He kissed her deeply and continue his makeout session with her. It worked as she forget everything and melt in his gentle touch. He knows how to manipulate her and how to make her forget everything, whatever she is thinking. He is a mad psycho lover for her. Days turned into weeks and weeks into months. Jungkook kept Hwayeon isolated, far from any chance of rescue. She is the only thing he needs and asks for. She is his love, obsession, his dark, deep, mad passion and desire. He wants her body, soul, and everything she has. He owns her. Every time she tried to resist or express a desire to leave, he would drug her that wiped away all her memories. Each dose erased her past, her friends, and her family, leaving her disoriented and dependent on Jungkook. "Jungkook, don't worry, my love," he would say, caressing her cheek. "I will take care of you. You don't need to remember anyone else except me." Author's POV. Each time Hwayeon's memories began to resurface, Jungkook would sense it. He watched her closely, never letting her out of his sight for long. The moments she showed signs of recollection, a glint of recognition in her eyes, Jungkook acted swiftly, ensuring her memories would be wiped clean once more. Author's POV. Hwayeon's days were filled with a strange, forced happiness. Jungkook provided everything she needed and more. He showered her with gifts, cooked her favorite meals, and constantly reminded her of his undying love. Yet, a part of Hwayeon always felt an emptiness, a void she couldn't understand. One afternoon, as Hwayeon sat by the windowless room's only source of light, a small skylight, she tried to piece together the fragments of her shattered memories. She recalled flashes of faces, laughter, and love that felt familiar yet distant. She knew something was missing, something important. Jungkook entered the room, his eyes narrowing as he noticed her deep in her thoughts, and he asked her in his cold, dark yet soft voice, "What are you thinking, my baby doll?" She replied him still in her own dilemma as she said, "Just trying to remember." Hwayeon replied, her voice barely whispered. His facial expression became dark, cold, and harsh as he said, "You don't need to remember anything, Hwayeon. The past is gone. We have each other now." He approached her with the syringe, and Hwayeon's heart raced. "Hwayeon, what in your hand, Jungkook? Take it away from me. Please, Jungkook, please, no, Dawn. T. Why do you always have to give me that injection? Alright, see, I'm fine. I T have any disease. You says that you give me that injection because my health is not good, but I Dawn. If you feel any health issue in me, then why are you giving me that? It hurts me a lot. Please, Jungkook, don't give me that." She pleaded him with hope, but Jungkook is determined. She tried to protest, but he injected her and the drug took effect swiftly. Her world blurred, memories slipping away like sand through her fingers. When she awake, the familiar confusion settled in, and Jungkook was there, comforting her. Jungkook, cupping her cheeks as he says, "You're safe with me, my baby doll," he whispered, holding her close as he hugged her tightly, not letting go. He says, "You always will be," as a dark, satisfactory smile creeped on his face. Author's POV. Years passed, and Hwayeon's life became a constant cycle of fleeting recollections and subsequent erasures. Jungkook's obsession grew. His need to control her memories and ensure her dependence became his life's purpose. He had created a reality where Hwayeon knew only him, loved only him. Hwayeon's once vibrant spirit becomes dulled. Her will to fight slowly fades by the relentless cycle of memory loss. She became the perfect, obedient partner that Jungkook had always desired for. In his twisted mind, they were a perfect couple, bound by an eternal, obsessive love. One night, as Jungkook watched Hwayeon sleep, he felt a twisted sense of accomplishment, a satisfactory smile on his face, as he had succeeded in making her forget everything and everyone but him. She was his, wholly and irrevocably. His heart swelled with a dark satisfaction, knowing she would never leave him. Hwayeon's eyes fluttered open, and she looked at Jungkook with a blank, emotionless, but yet a little longed expression. "I love you, Kook," she whispered, the words devoid of the passion they once held. Jungkook replied in a very soft, loving yet possessive voice, "I love you too, my babydoll. I love you so much you can't even imagine," saying that he kissed her lips passionately yet softly, and she replied him with same passion. And with a short, passionate kiss, he slowly left her lips and gave her a deep smooch, and in his soft yet possessive voice he whispered in her ear, "And forever you are mine, my baby doll," saying that he lightly bite her earlobe and then kiss and lick there passionately. Author's POV. As the years continued to pass, Hwayeon remained locked in her perpetual state of forgetfulness, a beautiful doll in Jungkook's obsessive grip. Yes, a real doll, what he calls her, always his baby doll. She had become his possession, his love, his obsession, and his never-ending desire of having her for himself only.